Hey YouTube, how the heck we doing? So there has been the most insane changes that just hit our world probably this whole entire year. So we're gonna cover those, and then we're also gonna take a peek at the patch notes as well. So if y'all have never been on Twitter, Spider Axe 30 posts the latest changes at all times. Excuse me. I don't know why they go through Spider Axe. He's not a writer, but he posts the changes and he's the official source. So he just dropped so many crazy things, and it looks like he's continuing dropping them. We're going to scroll down to when he started dropping it today. So as you can see, here's his Twitter feed, and he posts a lot about everything. So we're going to scroll down a little bit here. Okay, so this was yesterday, September 25th, right? Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff with skins that obviously we don't care about. We just want to see the balance changes. There's skins in World of Warcraft, cool beans, PvE intro bots, who cares? Now the changes are going to be huge. So LeBlanc is going crazy. She's getting nerfed, right? More skins, who cares? And then everybody's losing their crap. You want to see why? Boom, 1 hour ago. Cassante, massive changes, right? And Cassante is one of the most popular champions in the game, in the world, in pro play, in solo queue, everywhere. So, rework. And these are not live yet, but these are, we can look at this almost like a patch preview, where these should be hitting the PvE, which I'll do videos on. Health change from 610 plus 108 to 570 plus 115, so nerf. Armor growth increase, scaling better. Passive mark no longer scales, nerf. Q base damage, nerfed. Cooldown reduction change from 1 second to 25%. Don't know what that means. R wall damage looks like 150 to 350 plus 20 AD, 70 to 150 plus 100 AP. So that's an Omega nerf, right? Because the base damage is down. He's not going to build AP. R bonus AD change from 5 plus 32 to 15 to 45 plus 25. So that's a big buff. So he gets way more bonus AD, less upfront damage. Omnivamp change from 10 plus 075 to 10 to 20. So that's probably going to be better. We'll see. Everything better. Now, attack speed. Our health increase. Our knockback reduced. So I don't know if it's a buff or change. There's some buffs. There's some nerfs in there. We'll have to find out. I'm not a Kazante expert. Melio buffs. Quinn changes. Base health reduced. AD increase. Movement speed reduced. The AD growth is definitely a buff, but the base health got reduced early, so it looks like, and 5 less movement speed. So this is actually an Omega nerf. They're nerfing Quinn for some reason, which I don't understand because Quinn already stinks, but that's a Quinn nerf. Plate gold. This is huge for you top laners, you bot laners, you mid laners. 50 gold off each plate. That's actually massive. The reason why this is massive is because a lot of time in top lane, mid lane, bot lane, you get that gold and you get to buy an item with it, right? Now, if you're getting 50 less gold a plate, maybe you're going to be 50 less gold off that item. That gold is so crucial in the early games. So that's a really huge nerf to lanes. Now, look at these dragon changes. Insanely huge. Infernal AP and 80 down 2%. That's a nerf. Infernal soul base damage increased by 20, but what's more like you get an Infernal Drake, you get a Soul. So, honestly, though, that's probably going to be a theme. They're going to nerf the Drakes and buff the Soul. That makes Drakes more important because although the effects are nerfed, the Soul is going to be that much more powerful. That's going to be a game changer. So, I'm just going to assume this is going to be a theme. The theme. Regen reduced and then heal increased. So, yeah. So, every Drake movement speed down by 3, but then the Soul. Every Drake is getting nerfed by itself, but this actually makes Drakes more important because Soul is getting buffed, right? So very interesting change. And now here is going to be the one where we're all losing our marbles. Jungle changes, huge. Smite can no longer be cast on minions and pets. Your jungler is not going to be Taxi or Cannon. There I go. Smite damage changed from 20 to 60 to 40 flat. Way less damage. Jungle's not as broken anymore. AoE damage increase, who cares? No longer grants epic monster damage reduction. Huge. Moss Stomper no longer grants tenacity and slow resistance, so it's just a shield. Just a shield. Gus Walker, the blue, got reduced movement speed on kill and from the bush. Very big nerf to blue. And the red pretty much got nothing. The red, this isn't even a nerf, right? This doesn't... Scorch Claw's damage has to be triggered from attacker ability instead of any source. Who cares? right? That's not even that big of a nerf. So every Smite is nerfed except Red, so Red's going to see more play just by default. I think Red will be the best now because every jungler needs damage, right? Big here, starting item changes. You can only buy one Doran's item, doesn't matter. D-Blade health increased, AD increase, D-Ring AP increased by 3, D-Ring HP by 20, D-Shield by 30 HP. So very big. Dark Seal got increased by 10. But this is very big. This is a very big nerf to Dark Seal, right? Very big nerf to Dark Seal. Dark Seal refillable, very common start because it only gets 10 HP, but D-Rings is getting 3 AP and 20 HP. That's like insane, right? 20 HP, 3 AP, and just 10 HP. So Dark Seal's getting nerfed as a starting item. You're not going to want to build Dark Seal anymore. And then what this means for Teemo, Doran's Shield got Omega buffed, right? Regen increased by 5, health increased by 30. That's way better than 3 AP. So D-Shield is still going to be OP. But you had to start Doran's Ring now for sure. Lord Dom's nerf, no big deal. Support item changes, another massive change, right? HP increased, AP increased, HP AD increased, right? So supports are getting a buff for some godforsaken reason because supports already is pretty damn strong. So support's getting a buff all around on all the items. Again, very big changes, and support's really stronger now, so it's just gonna make them even more strong. Look at this. Look at the changes. Look at the changes. And this person's updating all night, so I'm gonna have to keep adding stuff, edited in. These are insane. Rune changes. Comet damage changed from 30 to 100 plus ratios to 30 to 130. So 30 more damage just by leveling up. Are the AP ratios 35? Oh, hold up now. The ratio is 35 bonus AD, 20 bonus AP from 10 to 5. So it's getting less scaling on your items, more scaling on the base. So I don't know how that will work out, the scaling. I'm not a mathematician, but if you are not fed, it's still going to be doing fine damage. Dark Harvest changed from 20 to 60 plus 25 and 15, 20 to 80 plus 10 and 5. So they're just removing they're taking it out of the bonus AD and AP and putting it into the base. I probably don't I don't think it's a buff or nerf, just a change, and that's going to be the theme for all of them. Same with Taste of Blood, right? Water walking, movement speed reduced from 25 to 10. Adaptive increase from 5 to 30 to 13 to 30. Okay, so they're taking away 15 movement speed and giving you just 8 extra AD or AP off the rip. So 15 less movement speed and 8 extra AD and AP just from level 1. That's actually a nerf, because you don't take water walking and you do slightly more damage. You take water walking to become that speedy demon in the river. So any champion that takes water walking in the runes is going to be nerfed. Now, thankfully, it doesn't really matter that much, because a lot of junglers can just take Cosmic Insight and Inspirational Footwear, so it's not like this water walking nerf is massive, but still a big nerf. So yeah, I mean, these changes, Spider Axe just dropped. The latest post was an hour ago, so we're going to assume there's going to be more. Maybe I'll just keep updated in the comments. But TLDR support's becoming even more strong. It's already broken. Water walking is nerfed. The jungler got Omega nerfed. Every jungler is going to be worse because of this. So that's a good thing, because I think jungle's OP, right? Don't flame me. Jungle's kind of OP. So jungle got Omega nerfed. It doesn't mean jungle's a bad role. It's still going to be probably the best role in solo queue. But Omega nerf. Doran's items got Omega buff. No more Dark Seal start. Drake's got changed to be worse early, but better late once you get that soul. Quinn got nerfed for no reason. Turret changes got nerfed, so top, mid, and bottom, right? You just get less gold. And Cassante, who knows? We'll see what happens. So that just got dropped. That has not hit the live server. Now we're going to look at the patch notes, which did hit the live server. And I'm not going to go through every little change. That's not how I function. I'm going to fall asleep. But I'm going to talk about the big changes here. That's going to affect me as a Teemo player, you as a League gamer, and just everything in between. So the big changes, right? Azir cooldown increased, who cares? Briar's disgusting right now. People have figured out how to play her. She's dominating low elo, high elo, arrow elo. So I'm not going to read all this, but I'm assuming these are major nerfs, right? Because she is crazy. Galio got a slight buff. Who cares? Gangplank got a buff. Now, everybody's freaking out because Gangplank's already quote-unquote broken or strong. But the thing is that nobody plays Gangplank. He's very annoying to lane against, and he is kind of broken in the right hands, but it doesn't make him a broken champion. So when you look at this Gangplank buff, Is Solar Baka going to be rank 1? Yes. Okay. He already is insane, and these are going to help him. But if you think about it, man, it really is just a small buff to his R. Like, this isn't that crazy. Gangplank's not going to be broken from this. Look at these changes. You can R 10 seconds more often. It's slowed, is increased by 15%. And, like, look, these aren't really that big. And you have to get the upgrade, so they don't happen early game. So Gangplank's getting a buff. Does it matter? No, don't freak out. Jin's getting a slight buff. Who cares? LeBlanc is going crazy right now with the Shiv Triforce build, right? Shiv Triforce Hullbreaker. She's going nutty with AD LeBlanc. So they're nerfing AD LeBlanc to compensate, but they're buffing AP LeBlanc. So she might still be broken. I don't see, like, they're going to nerf this AD build, but then she's going to come with another broken build with Static Shiv, and she's still going to be insane. So we'll see what happens there. Lee's getting buffed, which is kind of important because Lee's already good right now. Which Shojin changes. He's just really hard to play. But Lee might be, like, broken now, right? Because he's already good, Gore Drinker Shojin. Now he's getting more armor, more vamp, more damage, right? So kind of nutty. They're giving him everything. More armor and then more vamp, so he's more tanky and more damage. Kind of insane. Lee will definitely be broken. Of course, Lee's the forever balanced champ. He's only good if the player's good, so... But very interesting. You're going to see a lot of Lee Sin if you're playing high-low. Lissandra, who cares, right? Nunu's E AP got buffed, you know, a buff to Kesha, a buff to AP Nunu players, which aren't a lot, so no big deal. Pike got a small buff, it looks like. Rek'Sai is getting a nerf, which is much needed. She's kind of crazy, right? So nerf to Rek'Sai. She's very easy to play, very strong. Cares about Renekton. He's worse in AP matchups. Who cares? Syndra small buff. Who cares? Twitch 1000 missile speed. Who cares? Zeri down 5 movement speed. Want to know why? This is the nerf they're taking to Zeri? Because Zeri has become the scripter's choice for a champion. So when you have scripts and you have 335 movement speed, it's kind of wild. Let's see if they actually mention this. They're saying it's because of pro play, pro ADC presence. Yeah, they're lying through their damn teeth. It's because scripters lock in Zeri. So this is a buff to combat scripters. Freaking liars. Randuin's, this is a mega buff to Randuin's, 300 gold less. So AD, tank's going to be better with Randuin's, right? Now, for Teemo, look at this bad boy. 5 armor on Seeker's Arm Guard. I will be building this for Teemo top lane now. This is way good. Now, when you're versus that Riven, you're versus that Jax, right? You're versus that hard bruiser. Arm Guard's giving you 20 armor, and that's before you stack it. After you stack it, I did a video. I think it's going to be 35 armor altogether. So this is actually going to be really good again. This is super needed for AP laners, like Teemo or not, because ADs can buy Merc Treads and rush it, or they could buy Hex Drinker. AP champs, you can't rush Steel Caps every game. Imagine a Azir mid going Steel Caps. No way, right? So this is actually really good for mages. I don't think it will be broken, but it's very strong. Should have got nerfed again. This item has been a failed experiment. You know, LeBlanc, Zeri, people are still going to build it, although it only does 150 damage now. It's still going to be strong. They're probably going to have to nerf it again. Kind of wild. And now, the biggest change of the patch notes. Behavior systems. All right, we're going to read this one out because this is nuts. Ranked solo duo tends to be the queue with the highest rate of disruptive behavior, aka toxicity. The added intensity of every game mattering is fun, but sometimes the pressure proves to be too great. Want to give players who are feeling pressure of ranked environment a way to reconnect with a more relaxed version of League of Legends, while at the same time reducing penalty that is hard to work around by switching accounts for a week. Find more detailed information on rank restrictions. Check out the player support article here. We're not going to click that, right? But pretty much what's happening is if you are toxic and you get a penalty, you cannot play ranked for X amount of games. So if you're toxic and you get a 3-game suspension, you literally have to play 3 normal games or ARAMs or, blind pick, draft pick, ARAM, or rotating game mode. 3 of them. So it's kind of wild. Like, this might help the toxicity battle. Sure, it's not going to fix it, but it is a good change. Now, people are going to say, like, oh, why are normal players, ARAM players, getting punished? You're going to have tons of toxic players and normals and ARAMs. But for somebody who enjoys normal games and somebody who enjoys ARAMs and enjoys not ranked, like, everybody's just in a better mood because it's not ranked, right? Someone's toxic being ranked, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. If someone's toxic to me in an ARAM or a normal game, I just shoo them away like a little pest. So it's actually a good change. Not going to fix everything, but a good change. They're also updating the ping system, right? I'm not going to read all this, but pretty much from what I read is that you can't spam ping anymore. So if you spam ping your jungler, boom, 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 super tilting, I don't think it's going to show for them. I think it will show 1. So it's actually a win-win. Now, if you're a streamer, you can still like lie to your audience, hey, I spam ping my jungler, it's his fault. But for 99% of players, it's like they're gonna see one ping. Who cares? They're also trying to remove the bait ping, which is good. They're trying to remove it. I'm not sure if it's actually happening in this patch or not. So yeah, that is everything. That is Spider Axe's updates. Let's see if he has anything more for us. Okay, so this is Spider Axe's update, which should be hitting the PBE soon. And this is the patch notes. So a whole lot of changes to run down, give you a TLDR of everything. Right now, as you play, Seeker's Armguard is viable for AP champs. Lee Sin's going to be borderline broken in the right hands. Gangplank is going to be broken for the Gangplank mains. Everything else is pretty much the same. Briar and Rek'Sai got nerfed. Beautiful. Scripters on Zeri got nerfed. And the behavior system and ping system is awesome. And then over here, we talked about this deal earlier. So thanks for watching my little combo. Comment down below if anything really gets you excited or makes you hate League with these buffs and nerfs. And I'll see you next video.